Good morning, friends. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm sitting a little farther back from the camera today, but I should be able to fix that in editing, right? But anyway, it is Thursday, the 16th of December. And I decided that for this set of Vlogmas style videos, I would just do some like wrap-ups as I finish them. So I did not film last night because I was very tired, but I'm being pretty lazy. But I did finish two books last night, or yesterday. So I decided I would pop the camera on before I go to work today and tell you about them. So the first book that I finished yesterday was A Humbug Holiday by London Lovett. This is the fourth book in her Firefly Junction series, and I really enjoyed this one. I read this with three of my BookTube friends, Amanda from her Pacific Northwest Washington life, Tara from Buzzwords Books, and Linda from Linda's World of Books. We buddy read this because we all enjoy cozy mysteries, and Linda has actually surpassed me and got all caught up in the Port Danby series by London Lovett, and Tara has started the Port Danby series, and I think she said she's about 4 books in. And Amanda still has yet to start them, but she says she's going to. So we all enjoy London Lovett. So we have, Tara, Amanda, and I have been reading the previous 3 books in the Firefly Junction series together, and then Linda jumped on board with us for the buddy read of Humbug Holiday. And this one was my favorite in the series so far. Up till now, it wasn't that I didn't like it. I think I'm just so ingrained in the characters of Port Danby that it is just going to be my favorite, no matter what at this point. But, at first I was not really into the detective character, Detective Jackson. In the first 3 books, I was like, nah, he's okay, but he's not my favorite of London's detectives, let's just say that. However, in this one, this was a really Christmassy, it just felt very Christmassy. It definitely had, it's a murder mystery, but it definitely had like sweet holiday romance vibes between the main character, Sunny, and the detective. So it was very sweet in that regard. And it centers around a Christmas festival in the town of Firefly Junction. And the town is making the festival Victorian Christmas themed, which just sounds amazing to me. And like the townspeople actually buy like Victorian costumes and like bonnets and stuff like that and walk around the festival in Victorian clothing just because. And that kind of sounds like the Victorian equivalent to a Renaissance fair. And I feel like that is something that needs to happen in real life. And they put on a version of A Christmas Carol that is run by, it's put on by local business owners. And Sunny, who is a reporter, is tasked with doing the yearly review and, article about the Christmas Carol. And everybody in town that kind of has seen it multiple times or whatever knows that it's never very good, and the article itself is more just like a business advertisement for all the business owners. So Sunny's not really looking forward to it, but she goes and meets some of the cast members, and it's really funny and cheesy. Some of the names and the personalities that go along with these actors who are playing the characters, because they are very similar in personality and sometimes even names to the characters of A Christmas Carol. So I love that because it's like, at first I was like, oh, really? And then I thought, you know what? I'm just going to go with it. I feel like this is just the style and it's going to be cheesy and that is okay. And it really was. It was funny how, like intentionally cheesy it was. The I'm not going to give too much away, but one of the characters in the show gets murdered, and then of course after that character gets murdered, the Christmas Carol ends. So then we get more of the murder mystery and the romance part of the whole thing. So I really enjoyed this book, and I'm really looking forward to continuing with the Firefly Junction series now. But I do want to get caught up to Port Danby because she just released a holiday, what's it called? Holly and Horror, and it's the 17th book, but I need to start the 14th book, so I'm a little behind. So the chances of me getting to Holly and Horror in the next couple of weeks is probably slim. but I will give it my all. So the other book that I started and finished was The Christmas Hirelings by Mary Elizabeth Braddon. This is the Patreon book for Kate Howe's Patreon that she does a Victorian Patreon, words. And so this is our December pick, and it was surprisingly short. I listened to it on Audible and with Richard Armitage, and it was really good. It was sort of sad but hopeful at the same time, and it had like a good solid ending. And yeah, it was very Victorian. Let's just say it. Very Christmassy and very Victorian. So I don't have a whole lot to say about it. It was kind of Scrooge-esque in that there was like an old curmudgeon-y man who just didn't like anything and didn't feel the magic of Christmas. And then his friend brings these 3 little children to his house for the holidays, and he really falls in love. The older guy falls in love with, not weirdly, but like in a grandpa way, to this one of the little girls. And yeah, and then, Christmas vibes start happening. So yeah, so those were the 2 books that I finished this week. So I am currently in the middle of Footsteps in the Dark, which I was supposed to have finished for last weekend for a Zoom discussion. Didn't happen, but I would still like to finish it. And Home to Holly Springs, which is the Mitford book for this month. I'm not super enjoying it. I'm not super compelled to continue picking it up. Kind of the same thing with Footsteps in the Dark, but I might just, I've been letting text-to-speech read that one to me, Footsteps in the Dark. So maybe I just need to try to read it on ebook instead of just having text-to-speech, because I just feel like I'm not picking up on the things that are happening. I don't know. So yeah, those are my 2 audiobook selections for the day. So we'll see which one I decide to pick up there and how loud it is in my office. And then I think for a physical book, because I have really been enjoying physically reading lately, I put up a poll on Instagram between A Malt in Our Stars by Sarah Fox. This is, I believe, the third book in the Literary Pub mystery series, which I read the first 2 last year, and I haven't picked up the 3rd one yet, and I just got the 4th one for a Christmas gift. So I really do want to get started on this. And then the 14th book in the Port Danby series, Jasmine and Jealousy. So I put a poll up on Instagram, like which one should I pick up? And it appears that Malt in Our Stars is winning by a slim margin, but still enough that I think I'll take this one to work with me today. So these are my next 2 but this one first. So yeah, all right. I think I am going to go and finish my coffee and get ready for work. And then I will maybe just put this one up today because it's already 10 minutes long because I like to chat. So I will talk to you later. Bye.